sugar canes for as low as 500. So this place floods like no one's business. We are starting off the Centenary Park, and this is the Centenary Park. The reason as to why I wanted to show it to you is because this area is one area where the second phase of the Kampala Flyover project is going to be stretching to, and a lot of things here will change. And I wanted to also show you this monument. This monument is the monument that is on our 20,000 shillings note. I'll be putting it on the screens and you'll be seeing it. And it was a monument gifted to this park because this is called the Centenary Park. So KCCA, which is the Kampala Capital City Authority, gave them that monument to thank them the good work they were doing. Of course, they were hosting different things, different events, and also there are different bars the other side, coffee, like barista houses. What are they called? Coffee places. That is called Safari Maze Lounge. They're like different places that were around here. So for that, what they were doing, they were given this, and this is one area that is going to be affected by the construction. Faster, let me go outside and explain more. So apparently this is what we call the Ginger Road, and the other Airtel clock, that is a monument also. That monument also is going to be taken away, and it's where the road is going to be coming from. And around here we are going to have a number of flyovers going to the other side where you can easily connect to the Kampala Flyover phase 1, and they'll be coming this way. We shall be having others going to the other side, like towards the city, and also this other side of the other parts of the city. It's also where it will be coming. So that's the reason as to why they'll be taking off part of this, and then they'll be redeveloping the Centenary Park to make it better than what it is at the moment. So the plan is to make it better with different things, different stuff, with different seats, and also flyovers, a combination of flyovers that will be happening around here. So I'm going to be taking on to where the project that I'm going to give you today is, and this is how I get into the road. The traffic lights here aren't functioning today, and today happens to be Eid day, but I'll make my way through because everyone is trying to gamble their way through without the traffic lights. Even with the traffic lights, our drivers still drive badly, and that alone shows you I am very ready to go into the road. So things of calculations. A wrong calculation may result into an accident. So around here, that is Kitugum House. Kitugum House is also going to be put down to allow the Kampala Flyover project phase 2 to happen. And this other side, it is called the access road, and I'm taking on the access road where we shall be connecting to Mukwano Road, and then from Mukwano Road to around Mistil Hall, the Arena Mall, where we have part of the flyover phase 1. So this is a billboard that they're trying to put up, and also around this area is where we used to have the Electoral Commission, but it moved to the other side. We shall be seeing it. I'll be showing it to you. Just stick on to the video. Of course, this is not what I'm going to be giving you in the video today. This is just a by the way. I just wanted to show you what we are going to be seeing. So let's go to where the project we are going to be seeing is. Around here, this is where the train crosses the road, crosses the access road. And that other side, this is called the station road. It takes you up to where the station is, where you get your tickets from. To this other side, this is where the train takes you towards the eastern parts of Uganda. They even warn you of a train crossing around here. Still on the access road. So meaning once they're building this road or the flyover, because it's going to come from this way, all these lines will be affected, and they're just recent constructions. Meaning our constructions and our planners need to also find a way of doing things, because mostly some projects are conflicting. That's all I can say. This is the Namuwongo water channel. This channel, by the way, stretches up to Lake Victoria. That simply means it flows towards the south. The southern part of Kampala is that other side where it flows to. So I'll be taking on around here. This is the industrial area, and there are different streets. Forgetting this and that and the other one. One is the 7th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. But all I know, I'm going to be taking on this. If I recall, I'll be telling you what it is, but most likely to be the 8th Street. So just like other projects, they usually start with drainage channel, and after the drainage, then they work onto the middle part. This is what they've done here. They're not going to widen the road, they're just going to work within what is available and then make sure it goes on. Of course, I've seen in my past videos about Salama, I've seen people complain about the culverts. The truth is, I also think we should go away from these times of culverts and then just construct, like use, can I call it slabs, like use iron bars, and then like the connectors that I usually talk about, use iron bars, then create it in a rectangular form that can easily be cleaned and that can easily allow water flow through it. So this is the industrial area where we are, and this is the workshop for Beibeni trucks. These Beibeni trucks look like the Sino truck or the Howo, if you know them, and they're inside there. So this could be like their showroom, or in case you need anything from them, or just inquiries, even repairs, you come and talk to them. This is our office, or this is our dealership that deals in those ones, and that they're new ones, brand new ones. So I just want to show you how it looks like. So far it's still dusty, but with time they're going to be working upon it, because they started with the road that is the other side opposite, and then they're also working on the road which is the other side, which is called the Namuwongo road, the road that takes you to Namuwongo, Chisugu, and those other areas. So they're working on that, and now this one is also being worked upon. The other one was completed. So we are going to walk along here and then look at this. So this is still the Beibeni place. Only Beibeni trucks are supposed to be here. So these are the culverts they are using. And today is a Sunday. It happens to be Eid day. Yeah, happy Eid to all the Muslims that fasted. For the ulcer gang, the gang that has ulcers, we are sorry, but you can as well have food today. So these are materials. The Oxford station. For people that have memories with these places, drop them and let me know. I know people always have like the past with some places. There are people that have worked in these places. There are people that have stayed in these places. There are people who had a lot to do with these places. Tell me, see here the water. I'm not saying they're supposed to be taking it, but the water is already flooded. I think we needed a bigger drainage channel. And I was saying, if they would make it like this, like a slab, and then pour everything like concrete like that, it would make a good drainage channel. I'm not an engineer, but I can tell, I think I know how good things would look like. So also tell me about this. You see this drainage channel here? Like it's all, like no water can go through. So meaning it's gonna be a hassle to clear it up. The water is all flooded in here. To clear it up for the water to flow the other side. And this place is also a water rigged place, and in being a water rigged place, it's very flat. It's very flat. That's all you should know. Very flat. You see how wide this is? This would be better. This one got blocked, so this is wide enough. And around here, this is where we have the Electoral Commission, the independent. Come again, it is the independent Electoral Commission. So this is where it is. So they're gonna be busy starting at the end of this year, 2025, and in January, the general elections are happening in January 2026. Uganda decides. Here, the Electoral Commission, the head offices. This is called the SMS House. So all this one here is already covered. The drainage is already covered. I think they will work upon it very fast because they will need this road for the elections, transporting ballots and other different works that will be happening around here. It's what they'll be using it for. And I think this one is also here to regulate water levels. It's connected to the drainage channel. It will like to help in the control of water levels. I think that is the reason for them here. So these that they've put here are the ones that are using, like the ones to control the water levels, but they're not of the size as of those that they have put down to transport water. Someone was giving me an explanation, but I didn't buy it, about the Salama Road pipes. Yeah, here they're huge, more huge than the other ones the other side, by the way. Or maybe because the water comes from the other side and it becomes more here. I don't really know. Nice structure. That's what I would say. What would you say, guys? Isn't this a nice structure? This is a nice structure. So most of the buildings here, I think, are old buildings. And by the way, the other one, I think that is Daily Monitor. Oh, the next one around there behind, that's where the Daily Monitor is. Publications. So this is the structure. That's how it looks like. Anyway, we keep moving because this street, by the way, is a bit long, and I've moved slowly, but let me take one faster. So here they've already covered, and it's huge enough, by the way, a person can enter very well and clean it. So these are the Vivo Energy offices, head offices here. And when you go to the other part, the other side, I've showed you guys that, like on Namuwongo Road, that's where we have the what is it called? That's where we have the reserve tanks. But also here, I guess we have some, because this is the head depot. Vivo Energy is Shell. So trucks are always turning from around here. One is getting out. They're always turning, always taking fuel. We are going to be seeing it. It is coming this way. This water channel is working. I can hear water pouring into, or maybe the water is coming from the other side. I can hear water pouring into. This one is also moving. The water is moving. This is called the Penn Station. Most of these here are warehouses, others are showrooms for different businesses. So these are also reserve tanks, but these ones seem not to be working because I see they even have cobwebs. So the works are going on very well. I remember there was a time I passed here and I was not recording. I was just moving. I had just come from Namuwongo, and the whole place was messy. Cars couldn't even navigate it. So this truck is full of fuel. Maybe taking it to some other person that has placed in an order. So see the size of the culverts that we had here. Very small. So those ones have been taken out, replaced with a big one. And this one is like 2 times bigger than the other ones that they got out. That is a plus. Yeah, this one, the depot that is not working is for Gapco. Like it's like an abandoned place, Gapco, Uganda. This is the industrial area. Call it the Namuwongo industrial area. I think you should add that. Different companies still here, but I think most of them have since moved on to different industrial areas, like the one in Mukono. Mostly one of the disturbing factors here is accessibility. That has been disturbing them is accessibility, and also flooding. This area floods. It floods like no one's business, and the floods affect the businesses here, but some have failed to leave. They will stay around, like this man truck, Caterpillar. They are distributors of Caterpillar. They also repair anything to do with Caterpillar, generators of Caterpillar, forklifts, bulldozers, graders, excavators. That is to do with Caterpillar. This is where you get the information from. See this transformer where it is. Imagine if it floods around there. You get shocked very first. So also, I forgot to tell you that Uganda is going to be building around 10 major highways, and of these some will have tolls, like you pay for it to access it, like the expressway. Well, I'm not yet sure of the sources of the funds to do the works. That is always the problem, and the deals behind these contracts. So the deals behind the contracts are always the problem, but let's play. Everything comes out very well, and these roads are built. By the time we get to the next general elections, we have them in place. But whoa, some projects take forever, like the MPG Expressway. That project has taken forever. I don't really know if we shall ever have that project. It's not even 70 kilometers, but it is disturbing people, and everyone is like, yo, what is happening? So these are some of the goods they have. Generators the other side. Here they have the excavators. I've not seen a bulldozer. They have the heavy duty generators. These are called what? Wheel loaders. These are wheel loaders. So if you need a new wheel loader, you come and get it here. or some of the houses here, the Indians sleep in them. So this is Uganda Oxygen Limited. This is one of the businesses that boomed during the COVID, because most hospitals were looking for oxygen, since it was one of the necessities the sick people needed, like to breathe very well. Companies got a lot of money. Like having that cylinder alone would cost you thousands of shillings or thousands of dollars for you to sustain your life. And the bitter part of it that is, most people did not have the second chance. They lost their lives. A lot of them lost their lives during that, like the pandemic, and we have since moved on. Well, some people will never move on because it affected them a lot. The deaths affected them a lot. Like the people in Italy, it was too much. Anywho, so this is it around there. That's where the construction ends. Of course, there are others going the other side. Hopefully we get there. This place is prone to floods. That's all you need to know. The floods here hit differently. This is supposed to be a wetland, so no one gave it a chance to be what it is. So everyone built here, and the buildings, by the way, have been here for quite some time. Uganda Biscuits Company. People that have memories with these areas. Of course, when you talk about such companies, the people that know those things. Wild Coffee Bar. So the water sun on the upper side is bigger than this one. So this is small and the other one is bigger. Already having some silt as well. That's one of my problems. How, maybe is it true that they usually get out that soil, or they just leave and seal things and go? Is it why some projects flood? By the way, the Kampala Flyover project was flooding of the rains that we had this very week. So what could be the cause? Was it too much water? Anywho, so when you continue like this, it takes you to the sides of Chisugu. Of course, we're in Namuwongo, Chisugu, Bukasa, Moyenga, those other sides. It's where it takes you. So some people use it as a shortcut from the sides of Bugolobi to here, or the sides of Nakawa to here, and then they continue. So we are also going to be taking on the bend, because there are some constructions as far as I know. Sugar canes for as low as 500. So this place floods like no one's business. You can even see the samples. Even water coming from the other side. I don't know, there is no rainfall, but water is coming from the other side, flowing this way. then it enters here. The whole thing is filled with soil. However big it is, it's all filled with soil already. So I'm going to be ending the video somewhere here. We are in Namuwongo, the industrial area. So we have left the other one, which is, I think, the 7th industrial area, to this, which is the 5th. So the 5th stretches up to around UCC, and I think I will not be making it up to that other side. I'll be ending very soon from somewhere, and then go where they've invited me for it. Ha ha ha. Muslims are good people. Yes, they are. So those are the guys on site. Since today is a public holiday, maybe it could be the reason as to why they've not worked, because I've not found any single works. So I'm going to point at the Vivo water channel that I already pointed at the start of the video, and then end it there. So around in front here, this is where we have the water channel, the Namuwongo water channel that comes from the city center or the city, and then builds as it comes this other side of town. So this is the one. It helps take this water, and the water continues to the other side. So this is it. This is where I'll be ending the video. Thank you very much for watching to this very end. I do appreciate. I'm out. I would have done a longer video and then bring it in bits, but that is also draining me these days.